What's up? What's up? What's up with it? What's up? What's up? What's up with it? What's up? What's up? What's up with it? Man. 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 What is up with it? Whatever. Use camera. Allow. Yes. Right now. Let me see. Right now. I don't care. Shoot. What's up with it? What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. What's up? You know what I mean? What's popping with it? What's up? You know what I'm saying? What up? Let me get Instagram real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I'm on time with it. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said, you know. I said what I said. All right. Make sure the connection cool, man. Yo, what's up with it? What's up? Facebook, what's up? YouTube, what's up? Instagram, what's up? You know what I'm saying? What's good? You know, we're going to give everybody a couple minutes to hop up in here. You know what I'm saying? A couple minutes to hop up in here. I know if you want a Grammy, hold on, let's see, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want the best experience, go ahead, go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be able to get to them chats a lot quicker. See, we'll go ahead and set this like that. Can y'all see me right there? Yeah, you can. What's up? Well, what's up? All right. Give everybody a couple of minutes. Honestly, give myself a couple minutes too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. And you know, I gotta find my chapstick. I gotta keep these lips looking right. Oh shoot. You know what I'm saying? Just in general. Man, hold up. Let me see real quick. Go ahead and put this like that. Let me see if y'all can see me like that. Man. Cool, that should work. Go ahead and turn y'all just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So Instagram can see me. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who's on Facebook right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. That's what it is. All right, man. Yep, give me a couple minutes. We're about to hop into it. You feel me? We're about to hop into it. Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't about me, though. Let me see, man. I don't even know where. I have some other chapstick. I don't even know where it's at. But you know who I is. You know who I be. What's going on? I just had to do. You know, I'm gonna lace it up here in just a second. Shoot, let me just do it right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me just do that right now. I had to come in with the hair being how it is, but you know, let's throw the do-raggy on real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw that on real quick. Hopefully everybody's cool. I hope your family is doing cool. You know what I'm saying? It's some crazy times out here. You know, and I figure everybody's already throwing dirt. You know, too many people throwing dirt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but that's what it takes to grow flowers. I feel like a lot of people don't understand is like dirt is what it takes to grow flowers. That's how you got, you know, what you got standing in front of you. It's also how you got what you when you look in the mirror, go look in the mirror right now. You know what I'm saying? Go look in that mirror. And what you see is the reflection. You know what I mean? That's gonna be what you are. You know what I'm saying? You a flower too. Some of y'all gotta put some dirt on yourself, man. You know, I keep hearing about, I'm not saying go out and snitch on everybody, but snitch on yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you can't keep it real with yourself, then what we doing? If you can't keep it real with yourself, you can't throw dirt on yourself, how can you be a flower? See, this free game right here, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. It's like, are y'all hearing me though? You hearing me though? It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jonathan Hay, man, and say hi to Prince and nappy roots, all that. Flower in the attic, bro. Part 1, you know, check that out. Check that out. I'm gonna see if I could get, you know why I put the do-rag on? There's 2 reasons, but I'll get into that shortly. Thank you for tuning in now or later. It don't even matter. Thank you for tuning in now or later. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let's see here. Let's see here. I ain't even got the chat up. Let me see right here. I haven't done Facebook Live before, so you know what I'm saying? On the pedal. Let me see here. Hey, for Facebook, I think did I go live for Facebook? I mean, I'm on Lay on the Pedal LLC, but I don't think I went live on the regular Facebook channel. So here, let me go to Facebook on my phone real quick as well. Did it stop? Cool. Hey, Instagram, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let's see here. Go to Facebook real quick. Let's see here. Live. Yo, what's up? What's up? Just gonna let me move away from the computer screen real quick. Hey, yo, what's up? I'm on my Lay on the Pedal LLC page. So if you want to see the live, that's your opt-in. Go to my Lay on the Pedal LLC page. Go to my YouTube page. Go to my Instagram page. Honestly, that's where y'all should be anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that if you want to. All right, I'll catch y'all later, man. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm back in it. You know what I'm saying? What's up? All right, cool. Let's see here. Let me go back to the gram real quick. All right, cool. I need to put some cold air in this mug, man. Reconnecting. I might have to reconnect on Instagram Live because I might have messed up. And I said I might have to go back live on that. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm out of shot real quick, but you know what I'm saying? Just gotta play her up. You know what I'm saying? Play her up. You know what I mean? All right, all right. Let me go back. I'm gonna disconnect and go back live here. Let me go live again on this. All right, I'm gonna go back live on Instagram and mess up. That's why I said it's better to just do it on YouTube. That way, you know, you got what you need to get on that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Word up to everybody. I appreciate you. We about to get into it. What time is it? Looking at 1:07. All right, cool. So first off, you know who this is, man. Social Security number 521-95-9664, baby. Let me repeat that one more time. 521-95-9664. If I didn't properly introduce myself before, here I am now. My name is Dr. Léon, DJ Smoothie Blue, hence the blue, baby. You know what I'm saying? Courtesy of Lay on the Pedal, parentheses LLC. You know, it's Lay on the Pedal regardless if there's an LLC or not. All right. But courtesy of Lay on the Pedal LLC, be your own doctor. You got enough gas in the tank. All right. Here we go, baby. Like I said, I'm cool by myself or with other people. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tie up my shoes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tie up my shoes. You know what I mean? So forgive me on me. Let me tie up these shoelaces real quick. And let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. All right. So you know what I'm here for. You know what I'm here for. It's October 24th. Drizzy Drake, Heartbreak Drake. You know what I'm saying? Champagne Pop Beat. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever you call it. Word up. You know, happy birthday. Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't, you know, this is for you. You know what I'm saying? This is for you. Honestly, I really don't care if nobody watches it. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I really don't care if nobody watches it. I gotta get my flowers. You feel me? I gotta treat it like that. You know, I'm 25 years old. I can't say if I'm gonna see tomorrow or not. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Do we ever know? You know what I'm saying? Do we ever know when we're gonna see tomorrow? So, hey man, with that being said, you know, I have to give you your flowers. I have to tell you what's up. So call-ins are welcome. Call-ins are welcome. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw my you know, I'm gonna throw my phone number in the chats here. You know what I'm saying? So you know what's good with it. Yeah. And let me also put that on the Facebook one real quick. Put that on there too. All right. Yo, what's up, my dude? This is my dude. This is my dude here. That's the little bro. That's a little bro right there. All right, man. So, you know what it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We in the building. So if you want to call in, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how the Instagram live is going to do on a call in. I don't know how it's going to do, but you know, if you want to call in, do it. But this segment is about, you know, what Drake has done for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a lot of participants. So, I mean, I could take it all the way through myself, to be honest. Let me go ahead and let me see if I could go live on LinkedIn too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Shoot, I don't even know how to do live on LinkedIn. I mean, we're gonna make it pop regardless, but let's on there. Me. Shoot, man. Profile. You know, go live on LinkedIn. I'm gonna Google that. I think I gotta get approved for LinkedIn Live. Yeah, I think I gotta approve for it. So which is all good. This is all good. I'll do that at a later time. But you know, I think are good enough. You know what I'm saying? I think these three are good enough. You know, I'll go to Facebook one more time. I got some peeps on my regular channel. You know what I'm saying? If live for Drake's, you know, a celebration. Go to Lay on the Pedal page to tune in, or Lay on the Pedal Instagram or YouTube. Right, that's public. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and throw that public on there. All right, cool. You know what it is. All right. So here we go. So, you know, yeah, Drake, I can't thank you enough, homie. I feel like, you know, Michael Jackson and y'all, you, Drake, have been my biggest role models. You know, shout out J. Cole, shout out Slaughterhouse. I mean, you know, you could go to my YouTube music. I don't know if that pops up, but some of my favorite artists are y'all. Shout out Nipsey, RIP Nipsey. But the reason I wanted to do this is because a lot of people wait until the end, you know what I'm saying, until the person is gone, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, I believe it's not over in the physical plane, right? You know what I'm saying? But there's stuff they know that we can never hear again. We can't hear Tupac's voice in the sense of he's always here, but we can't hear Pac's voice in terms of him physically being here, like besides, you know, his music and interviews and speeches. But a lot of people waited too late to give Tupac his flowers. A lot of people waited too late to give, you know, Nipsey their flowers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know if I'm a see tomorrow, right? So it's like, I definitely don't want to chance that. I don't want to chance that if that means, you know, he can't know that he saved somebody's life, right? Regardless, you know, regardless of what anyone has to say. Thanks, bro. I saw your YouTube stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? This is for the boy, man. This is for Drake, man. This is for myself. I want to start off by saying that, you know, it starts off, it's for me. You know, I had to build my own foundation first. I had to build my own foundation to know who I am. But when I was struggling with finding out who I was, Drake was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always have God, you know, I put God first, you know what I'm saying? But God's in within me, right? If I take care of myself, I'm doing justice to God, you know, and you don't have to call it God. I say it in my music, I say it in my lives. You could call it a chicken sandwich. You could call it whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. But what it is to me, like I mentioned before, all these plants and this atmosphere, everything is crazy. It ain't up to me. It ain't on me. You know what I'm saying? If you catch me looking down on YouTube and looking at Instagram, you catch me looking over here, I'm looking at YouTube. So again, you know, you could, whatever you prefer, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you know, go ahead and live it up. But I had to set my own foundation first. And I don't got no water. Hold up. Give me just a second. I got to get some water, some drinks. All right. Here we go. It's right in the living room. So, okay. But, you know, I feel like a lot of people idolize. And I mean, I saw a couple interviews with, with Left Eye. It was her interview. Excuse me, I'm dripping. And she said a lot of people miss Tupac for selfish reasons. You know, when he died, I feel like she said a lot of people, she said it, not me. But a lot of people fell out for why cam buffer. If the cam's buffering, it's because of the internet. You know, I got a lot of different lives going right now. If you keep experiencing issues, I might cut some lives off. You know what I'm saying? I might cut, nobody's on this Facebook one, so I may cut it off. We'll see. But it's buffering because I got a lot of lives going at the moment. And my internet's not that fast at the moment, so it may suffer. So if it suffers too much, just let me know in the chat. And I'll try to cut some stuff off to make way for, you know, I prioritize YouTube, honestly, and I'd rather have, I know he has an Instagram, so I much would rather have a problem with my net. Okay, yeah, just holler at me if there's any issues with the stream. Just let me know, and we'll address that immediately. But yeah, you know, they said it's a selfish thing, and for me, I can't do that. I can't sit there and not let somebody I can't let somebody go without them not, you know, knowing how much they help somebody. Because for me, Drake's an OG. That's an OG. A lot of people look and at hip hop and they say, you know, we got Griselda, we got Slaughterhouse. Those are like triple OGs, right? And that's not taken away from Drake, but not a lot of people are given the generation of, you know, of MCs that came after Pac and Biggie and Jay and Nas their props. You know, we have the whole line, that whole line, you know, and if you inspire me, you have. I mean, this is Drake's day, but let me just say some other names. J. Cole, we have Hobson, we have Kendrick Lamar, we have, I mean, all of Black Hippie, to be honest, Mac Miller, Nipsey. I mean, all of y'all. Like, I mean, y'all all inspire me, you know? So this is just a way to properly give flowers. I feel like we don't give flowers no more. I feel like we're always waiting until someone's dead to give somebody their flowers. And it's like, for what? For what? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wait that long? So besides establishing myself, a lot of people, you could check my childhood. I got a lot of people that know, especially that were closer, that were like in my Avid class, that were in, you know, my Avid class, that were in, just knew me in general, my, you know, my younger bros. You know, Drake was it. I'm saying Drake was for me, man. And so I mean, you could, you know, do some background checks on that if you want to. But I mean, let's be honest, you know, but I had to, a lot of people said let's look at another example, Drake to Lil Wayne. Let's say that. Lil Wayne, excuse me. A lot of people said Drake was just going to be a protege or nothing more than that. You know, yeah, DJ Khaled too, little bro. And I'll get to DJs a little bit later. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I give homage to the people that came before me. I give homage to different artists, to the different DJs. Like, you know, without certain DJs paving the way, like DJ Premier, DJ K-Slay, DJ Drama, DJ Khaled, you know, stuff like that. I want to be able to be the DJ I am today. And without certain artists, some that I named already, I'll be the artist I am today. It's just that simple. However, that doesn't mean I can't be myself. I want to signify too that, you know, this is the final day. This is the final day for like Retrieval 2020 for me. You know what I'm saying? I've retrieved myself successfully. You know, from here on out, it's Rebirth 2020. You feel me? And Drake's paramount in appreciating in order for me to really wrap up my past. You know what I'm saying? Because sure, I can talk about, I mean, I didn't have a lot of support growing up. I mean, I had my pops. Yes, he was there. I had my mother here and there when she could be. I had my brother, you know what I'm saying? I had Ron, you know, I mean, eventually I had Drew come in the picture, you know what I'm saying? But besides, like, a lot of people I felt looked up to me and wanted me to be, especially in basketball, wanted me to be something I really couldn't be because I had my mind elsewhere. I was more focused on securing my mental stability since I was already in special education classes. I was already on the flag for getting in trouble. I was already on the flag for a lot of different stuff. So I definitely, you know, I had to rein it in somehow. You know, I couldn't be fighting everyone in high school. That's when you start getting assault charges. I couldn't be disrupting class. That's when you start getting thrown out. You know what I'm saying? It starts affecting your life. So not to say that it didn't affect my life when I was younger. It's just to say that I really had to rein it in. So Drake was important in that. You know what I'm saying? It started off in Degrassi for me. And I mean, in terms of Drake, this segment is for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But since I don't have really any other people giving their input on Drake, I'm just taking over with like, I'm just going to go into the second segment unless somebody can tell me how Drake, we're talking about Drake at the moment, how Drake inspired them, like some songs that inspired them, some of their favorite songs by Drake, you know, just to give homage and respect to him. So if you want to hit me up, you know, preferably on chats, honestly, if you want to hit me up with like one of your favorite songs on that, we definitely could talk about that. But if no one's going to do that, then I much rather just, you know, keep talking about what he means to me and why I'm even doing this. So, but yeah. So when it got to a certain point, I mean, I was watching Degrassi when I grew up. And, you know, the end in period, you know, you're south of nowhere, you have different stuff. And Degrassi was like my older one. There's a lot of television shows I leaned on, like One Tree Hill. I leaned on. What was it called? Summerland when I was growing up. You got George Lopez. You have Everybody Loves Raymond. I didn't watch Everyone Loves Chris all the time, but I watched that sometimes too. All of Disney Channel. You had, Dragon Ball. We already know that. Besides video games, I'm just thinking of other examples. And I mean, as you know from my story, I already listened to a lot of radio growing up because a lot of artists and people inspire me. It's not just Drake, but it's a lot of people. So with that being said, it might be better for me to, hold on, let me see. I'm going to try to sit like this and put my phone on let me do the left side because I got the YouTube chat on the right side. So that'll kind of be a little better. There we go. So we had all those sources, and I mean, I didn't know who Drake was. I know who Jimmy was on Degrassi, right? And it's like he wasn't one of my favorite characters because I didn't like how his character people growing up. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I didn't like how his character bullied people, not all the time, but I didn't like his character. And like the other, was it Shane? Was it? Both of them were kind of the typical jockey dudes, it was written well. And I just kind of did my thing, crushing on Stacey Farber. Yeah, when you give those songs too, like tell me how they inspired you. You know what I'm saying? When you give those songs, if you could write as well what they did for you, that'd be great too. Because I mean, we could name good Drake songs, but definitely put like what they did for you. I want you to dig deep on that if you don't mind. I appreciate you. But yeah, you had different characters. I was crushing on Stacey Farber. You had all the rest of the Degrassi squad. And then, it gets to that episode with Ashley, right? And I was like, this will be interesting. I didn't even expect like Jimmy to come on stage like that. And you had Ashley come up there. She was doing her thing. And I wasn't, honestly, I messed with it. I wasn't even that, everybody's going boo. I was like, it's not even that bad. But you had Jimmy come up on there and start spitting, and I was like, yo, I've been listening to music for a while at this point, and I first saw that, and I want to say 2008. I was like, hey, younger bro, Drake, we're on Drake right now because it's Drake's birthday today, so we're talking about Drake. So no disrespect to Alan Walker, but we're talking about Drake at the moment. So this is basically a Drake day. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to you, but this isn't the typical day. So we have it's all good, bro. So what we have here is like for Degrassi, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting here spitting, and I saw that in 2008, and I was like, dang, man. I was like, you know what? And this is no disrespect against any of the artists that came out at that time, like Soulja Boy, Audio Push. There is kind of another new wave that was trying to come out at that time. Like I like to call it Birth of Audio, but I'll put that to Audio Push versus. But I mean, you had the new wave of some people were doing a lot of gimmicks, I feel like, versus. And I even feel bad for Audio Push because they got buried underneath what like Soulja Boy was doing. And that's not to take away Soulja Boy's talent at all. Not at all. It's just more to say, in terms of what I craved, in terms of somebody that can give me tips on personal development, Soulja Boy couldn't give me that. Sickle Mode. Why do you like Sickle Mode, bro? Go deep for me. But yeah, I wanted somebody that could go deep. So, I mean, I heard what Drake was spitting, well, Jimmy at the time. And I was like, I don't know what's really popping in the game because I haven't paid attention too much. Like, there's a lot of stuff. You had Young Jock and stuff. You had a lot of, you know the wave I'm talking about. And I was just like, we need him in the game. I was like, I don't know what it takes. You know, I didn't know the music industry back then. I didn't know, you know, what it takes and to be in the game. But I was like, you know, he needs to be in the game. Like he's spitting some real stuff right now. It's not fraudulent. It's not fake. Nothing like that. It's real. And to me, he was the best. I was just like, we need that, you know. And then we saw the part 2 of the scene where, excuse me, Ashley cut herself out, and she cut herself out, and it was just, you know, kind of her background vocals a little bit, and it was, you know, Jimmy doing his thing. So I kind of let it go after that. I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, he needs to be in the game. I gave up on listening to hip hop hardcore for a while at that moment, just because there's so much BS going on. So I was mostly focused on like Paramore, for example, or Linkin Park. I was more focused on alternative and rock at that time versus, because I was on listening to AMVs and things like that. So we get around to like football. Like I was playing football, and I was, you know, almost in, I think I was either almost, it was the summer of 08 to 09. And I keep hearing Drake. You said Trap, bro? Trap? Drake has a song called Trap. I mean, I could be wrong, but Sicko Mode is Sicko Mode's a good one. I like how for Travis Scott and Drake, they both have their parts, and you know, like it's 2 different songs, and it fits both Drake and Travis Scott, and it makes one. Usually you kind of have the vibe of one versus both. So I enjoy Sicko Mode too. And I'll definitely get into that a little bit too. But yeah, like for Drake, I was like, and if you could elaborate on, yeah, definitely 2 different vibes. And if you could elaborate on the trap, unless that's what you mean, like for the beat, like if you mean just the trap beat on that, then but please elaborate. So yeah, we have, yeah, the summer of 08 to, yeah. Appreciate you sharing, bro. If you got any other songs that you want to cover, we could definitely do that. And yeah, it was the summer of, oh wait, let me make sure nothing's on Facebook real quick. All right, cool. So we have the summer of 08 to 09. And, you know, I keep hearing about Drake. And they're like, I was like, who is Drake? I didn't really care to like look it up on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, who's Drake? Who's Drake? Who are we talking about? Like, I kept hearing his name in titles. At this point, I already heard a couple of his records because Best I Ever Had was already popping. I was already popping hard. And there was a cut with some cuts with Lil Wayne too that was on the radio too. So it was already on and popping. And I finally see a picture of Drake, and I was like, I'll be got damn. I was like, my boy from Degrassi, man. I was like, my dude made it. I was like, hell yeah, bro. I was so excited. I was like, my dude. Oh, Pop Star, that's a hard one. I don't care what anyone says. That's a hard record. Such a hard record, man. Dang. It's the beat is just, it's impeccable. It's like repetitive. Someone could debate, but you could get lost in it. The beat's hard. All you have to do is just listen. All you have to do is let him do what he does. That's all you got to do, and he does it. You know what I'm saying? I've repeated that a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play it later on. You know, too. But yeah, it's just, you know, I mean, it's him showing what an OG is. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, even back in the day, he was like, you know, all it is like, I got the verse, even the hook in every song sound like Drake featuring Drake. You know, and he said that on 5 a.m. in Toronto. So, you know, you listen to Pop Star on workout time. That song will get you through. That song will get you through for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's just real cool. I listened to it, you know. I've listened to it a couple times on a workout. Mostly I've listened to it in the car, you know, like on in Julia's sound system, which was real cool, man. Yeah, so I listened to 3-4 more push-ups. I'm dead. I'm dead. You know, you got them done. No, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I you know, see that Drake is like Jimmy, bro. And I was like, I was wilding out. I couldn't even tell you how hard I wowed out, man. I was like, dang. I was like, that's just crazy. I was like, and he was already, I didn't know Room for Improvement and Comeback Season were already out because we're on So Far Gone time now. So I didn't know those two projects were already out. I just, you know, kept up with him from Degrassi. I started watching Degrassi in 07. So, actually 2006, because that's when I was watching TV and that's when I was, you know, almost a teen. So 2006 was when I started watching all that stuff. So like when I was rocking with that stuff for a minute. So to like leave it alone for a minute and then see, you know, they didn't really say too much about it in Degrassi. And I think by that point he left, but well, he got killed, obviously. Well, not killed, shot in him. He was paralyzed. And I mean, from that point, they didn't really talk about him being, besides the Jimmy situation where he was rapping for Ashley. So it was crazy to me. It was definitely crazy. And I was like, of course, after that, I start listening to dude hardcore because I was like, that's the dude I wanted to blow up. I was like, more than anyone else, I was like, that's the dude I wanted to blow up. And man, you know, I started listening to So Far Gone, you know, but at the same time, I started listening to Comeback Season 2. I had a lot of work to do, you know, in terms of catching up. Room for Improvement. I couldn't find a good version on YouTube. I didn't know about DatPiff at the time, so I didn't find a good version on YouTube for Room for Improvement. I only found Comeback Season and So Far Gone. So I made like two. Those were some of my first playlists, were Comeback Season and So Far Gone, but they deleted those because, you know, YouTube is still pretty strict, but they were way more strict back in the day. A lot of record labels weren't letting people have a lot of music on there. So I put his stuff up there, and it got to the point where, I mean, that's all I bumped really. I was listening to Drake nonstop, and it got to the point, like, I think, what was it? I started late freshman year, sophomore year was when I started like utilizing his Comeback Season mixtape, and I would put certain songs. I would put, for example, The Presentation, and I would be like, I'd had a countdown to what the season was coming, like the upcoming football season or basketball season, and I was supposed to be in shape. And I would use each of the songs I heard on Comeback Season as like a phase of my life at that time. Because, you know, Drake was my therapist, you know what I'm saying, growing up. That was literally one of, you know, I had a lot. I mean, music was my therapy. But I mean, in terms of a direct situation where I could feel somebody that, you know, is black and white and has that correlation with, likes to be all over the place with different genres and different backgrounds, and somebody that's emotional, that has a lot of issues, not like issues like he can't get women, but more so with the sustainability and even, you know, breakups to makeups and things like that. I related definitely to him. And, you know, through a lot much more too. Yeah. You know, you heard his struggle in his music. And from that point, I was like, you know, I feel it, you know what I'm saying? Like I can not only feel it, but I resonated in it. It helped carry me through, you know, throughout, you know. And I had J. Cole later. J. Cole, you're next, by the way. January 28th, right, is your birthday. I got you next. But yeah, you know, I found J. Cole a little bit in high school too. It was a little bit after that. And I found, I'm not going to talk about J. Cole too long. I'll talk about that another time. But, you know, I first heard J. Cole at least directly was through Jay-Z on his 3. And I mean, that came out the same time as a freshman in high school. And that's where Drake was on it too for Off That. I didn't like All That much at the time because it was different. I love it now, but back then I was kind of like, I didn't, you know, I wasn't a fan of Jay back in the day because I was just like, I got compared to him so much from my, you know, bigger lips and, you know, a lot of people call Jay ugly, which I mean, you shouldn't be looking at a guy's appearance anyway if you're a dude. But so I think I had more disdain towards being compared to him, which is amazing now. Like, of course, now it's like, yeah, to be compared to Jay is an honor, right? But back then I was just like, I was like, I don't want to be compared. And it's just, I didn't like his voice or flow. It's just like, it didn't sit well with me. I did not brush him to the side and say he wasn't a great though. That's not something I didn't, you know, that's not something I did. I didn't prefer him, but that didn't stop me from checking on Blueprint 3. You know what I'm saying? That's compared to all the blueprints. I grew up with Jay, right? On the radio. So, I mean, of course, by that point, you know, that's one of the most anticipated albums. So, you know, Drake was on that. And I kind of I listened to a lot of stuff for Drake. I was like, where's the Drake feature at? Okay. If he's doing a Drake feature, what's he on next? What's he releasing next? Cause around that time, Thank Me Later came out. So I was listening to Thank Me Later. I was listening to So Far Gone, Comeback Season. I was starting to sprinkle Room for Improvement in there. And I mean, you know, the rest was history from there. I mean, shoot, that's all I really, and that really inspired me as a freshman to go after, like, to really stick with it and go after hip hop, to really stick with it. And I mean, you know, listening to Drake and actually resonating with him and listening to him, it empowered me to do the same with other artists. Cause it's not like I didn't listen to other artists, but I really wasn't listening to what they were saying 100%. I was just more so like, okay, they're cool on the flow. I like the song for what it gives me. For example, DMX's Slippin' was one of my favorites. And I mean, I like the whole delivery, but it took me years to really hear what he was saying, to really absorb what he was saying. So with that in mind, you know, he opened the door for me, because from that point I was starting to listen to everyone, and it's like, am I hearing substance or am I just hearing hogwash? You know what I'm saying? Am I just hearing filler? Am I just hearing every other thing? But it was very rare to come across somebody like that. And you know, I'll get into the more individual. Give me just a second. Try not to. That's my little bro. I'm trying not to get distracted too much with the, you know, the segment on that. And forgive him. He's you know, he knows a little English, but you know, I'm being patient with my man. But yeah, no disrespect, little bro. So yeah, I'll get into like the songs, you know, the definitive songs. I mean, for me, it's a happy belated birthday, bro. I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know you then, but happy belated. It seems like, because you're 17, right? So you turned 17 on August 17th. It's a big day. Congratulations on that, bro. Made it another year. Seems like you're an Indian summer baby. Pun intended. All right. But yeah, I'll get more into the definitive like songs that definitely shaped me at a later time. You know what I'm saying? But like in the next hour, you know, let me check Facebook real quick, ensure nobody on here saying anything. Okay. So yeah, if I don't get much other feedback in the next like 17 minutes on, you know, what Drake did for other people, I'll just keep going into what he did for me and like what songs definitively, you know, shaped that. type of culture. So I don't see anything from my younger bro, so I'll keep going. But yeah, you know, I mean, there's a couple. I mean, what Drake song did I not tear up to? I mean, let's be honest. Like, come on, B. Because I mean, we could go ahead and look up track lists right now. And honestly, I mean, I could start going down the list right now. You know what I'm saying? Unless anybody else has something to say. But it's like, while I'm doing this, and a lot of people might question my motives, like, why are you doing all this for Drake? You know, what's your angle? You know, like, this ain't this kind of stick riding, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you want to call it, you know. And it's like, I told you already, it's paying homage. I'm paying, with all my remixes I've done so far, is me paying homage to different artists. You know what I'm saying? All my playlists on YouTube is playing homage to different artists and people. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get here by myself. I feel like capitalism's so whack, because it's like, you have to do it yourself at the end of the day, right? For everything. But to claim that you've done everything yourself, and to not give respect to those who paved the way for you, and to not give respect to your peers, and to not give respect to everything that helped shape you to where you are today, I feel like is blasphemous. Because it's like, I'd be crazy if I said that, you know, for example, if I wanted to beef with Drake, you know, for what? Like, I'm going to sit here and lie that you didn't inspire me. Like, I'm going to sit here and lie to all these other people and influencers that I wasn't inspired. And you find a lot of artists and people in general do that. Like, they take it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could clearly hear someone else's flow, especially now. Like, I'm very seasoned, and I could tell you, I could hear a flow, and I'm going to continue to grow. And I could hear a flow and say, like, I could tell who you were inspired by. I can tell this person inspired you. You know what I'm saying? So I got, for example, I'll give a good example. No disrespect to Nicholas F on Room for Improvement. I'll go ahead and throw the link for Dat Piff up in YouTube. Oh, my bro said Drake is perfect in everything, lyrics, music video, everything. And I mean, it helps that he acted. And I mean, you can still see that in music videos even today, that it's a story. You know what I'm saying? He still acts it out, and he has a story behind his music videos, and it perfectly captures the essence of where he, you know, his idea and his vision for both the song, as well as like how the song plays into the music video. And I mean, don't get me started on the albums. I ain't even there yet, but it's just, it's genius. You know what I'm saying? It's genius, real talk. What was I talking about? But yeah, you definitely can hear in certain flows who he's talking to, and who he's talking, you know, who's talking through him. Because I feel like we have a lot of people that talk through artists. That I feel like, you know, for example, I feel like my ancestors talk through me. I feel like my inspirations talk through me, because we're all one, right? So that's why I don't like capitalism. That's why I can't, if I'm not going to pioneer it or help pioneer it, then I definitely want to be on the ship of helping the system change to a less capitalistic society, because that's not working. And I feel like that's what has everyone kind of feeling like we have to cut people's throats, you know, especially in the world of the music business. Oh, you only listen to 3? I mean, you got to catch up, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to catch up. You know what I'm saying? Silk Mode, Pop Star, and I think you're about to write the other one right now. God's Blend. Those are good records. Those are good records. So I could talk a little bit about, I know we still got 12 minutes before I really get into it with like track dissection and things like that. But for Sicko Mode, shoot, let's pull up. No. Pull up Genius real quick. I mean, I didn't even know Drake was on that until I heard it on the radio because I mean, and Travis Scott did it that way on purpose. It was like, you know, he didn't really mention who else was on the track because he didn't have to. Oh, what's up, love? I just saw you on Instagram, so hopefully I didn't wait too long to wave at you. All right. So like, you know, for Sickle Mode, we have I'm on Genius, you know, so if you want to tag along, you can. So he's like, Astro, yeah, he's talking to, you know, Astro World. It's like sun is down, freezing cold. It's how we already know when it's here. My dog would probably do it for a Louis belt. That's just all you know. You don't know nothing else. I try to show him, yeah. Yeah. And then that was the intro. Then like I was hoping he was gonna keep going on you with the pick and roll, Young Flame, he in Sickle Mode, and then it like cut off. And I was like, oh, you know, they did that on purpose too, because honestly, like I would really an extended version where like he gets to go a little bit more, man. I would have hella it's a good record. It's a good record, bro. Sickle Mode's definitely, there's a reason why it has so many views on YouTube, and it was so big. They really captured the essence of getting, I mean, really just what makes a hard record, and they got what empowers Drake, and they got what empowers Travis Scott, and you had both of that. It's a crazy track, and I mean, not a lot of singles. I know you talked about my single the other day being like 5 minutes, but there's a lot of singles that you know, it's hard to keep someone's attention span for 5 minutes in general, especially with a track. It's like you got to capture them somewhere if they're just listening to it in passing, or if they click play. You know, there's got to be something that keeps them, whether that's the production, whether that's you as the artist, or whether that's whatever. You know, it's got to pull them in, and you're pulled in the entire song. You know what I'm saying? From Drake taking it off, and then he kind of keeps you wanting for more. So he plays on that natural human desire of just wanting more, right? And just doing what he does. Then you have, you know, Travis Scott doing his thing. And I mean, it's more, you don't know really how many people are in this song. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Travis Scott and Notorious B.I.G. I didn't even know that, but for the first verse, and then you have the bridge with Big Hawk and Sway Lee. And then the second verse, you got Travis Scott and Uncle Luke. And then you have the bridge again, which is Travis Scott, Sway Lee, and Big Hawk. And then you have Travis Scott for part 3, excuse me, because that is part 2 after, you know, the first part. Then you have part 3 with Travis Scott, Drake, and then Lil Juice. I didn't even know Lil Juice was in there. Then you got Drake and Travis Scott, you know, carrying it, and then you got Travis Scott that finishes it out. And not to mention how crazy the production is. Like, Astroworld's a crazy album in general. That's cool, bro. We'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, bro. I'll have like 3 minutes. For you might want to go back in time. I'm gonna still talk about the other songs you talked about too. Pop Star. I mean, that's just flexing, man. I mean, that's flexing. That's hip hop. That's hip hop flexing. And I mean, I say a lot of what today is hip hop. It's not hip hop. It's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's both. Because it's interesting, because pop keeps molding itself off of hip hop. It keeps molding itself. Everything molds itself off of hip hop. You know, like, did you hear drums and trap beats and 808s and kicks and snares and pop until the thousands, right? You weren't really hearing that. You were talking about Michelle Branch. You were talking about Britney Spears, you know, Taylor Swift. You had, you know, Katy Perry, like that. But now it's like you could hear how it's heavily influenced everything. You know, even country. You know, it's crazy. So for Pop Star, it's a flex from both DJ Khaled and Drake. You know what I'm saying? For people that are taking shots at DJ Khaled and people that take shots at Drake. And I mean, it's powerful because I want to be on somebody else's record if they're popping, you know, let's be honest, popping shit at another artist or popping shit at culture. I mean, because to be honest, if you're on a song with somebody and they're saying something, you agree with that because that's the power of association. So if they're sitting here saying, if they're calling out the whole game and they're saying like, hey, like Drake said, I'm playing keep away, because it's just like, I mean, a lot of people talk about how Drake is stolen from cultures and stolen from different things. I'm like, that's him paying homage to the cultures, and also it's also saying he studies, he's Kobe. He studies what makes the other person hot. You know what I'm saying? His recent joint with was it Young? Forgive me, it's not Berg, I don't think. His new song, I'll get into that later. But he channeled Lil Baby, in my opinion. Like that's opinions. You could say what you want to say. I believe he channeled Lil Baby in that heavily, in my opinion. Oh gosh. I mean, that works too. For Instagram, I like drop the phone and just land it in the middle. That works too. Yeah. But he channeled Lil Baby in that. And he studies different people's flows. He studies different people's, what they bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And he'll use it as a weapon if he has to. You know what I'm saying? He'll use it as a weapon if he has to. I've some examples I've noticed is like, we could talk about flows. We could talk about Big Sean. We could talk about Migos. We could talk about, I've heard a lot of his flows from other different artists across. I could go across the list. I mean, even if for comeback season, you had Fonte and Elizai and all that, and basically foreign exchange. Excuse me. He fit in. He fit in. He showed he could still hold his own and fit in on that. And not a lot of people could do that. Not a lot of people could do that. It takes a lot of skill to be able to do that. I feel like a lot of people only have one style. So for Popstar, he took a culmination of basically what he does on him by himself, and then he took a culmination of what happens to other artists too, and put that together. And and went off. Like, dude went off for like 3 minutes and whatever seconds, man. Dude went off. So for the last one where you said God's plan, I don't know if a lot of people know the story behind God's plan. Give me a second. I got to switch the clothes over. And since it ain't, since there's not a lot of other people, I'll at least get this switched over where it needs to go. So forgive me on that. I'm going to bring you on the chair. So you're coming with me on that. Okay. But yeah, for God's plan, a lot of people don't know what dude did. Like he gave back to his community. I mean, when hasn't he given back to his community? You know what I mean? But he really did that. And I mean, it's a catchy record too. But it's it's more about being catchy. It's just you don't see a lot of people give back like that. And I feel like that's where he started giving back to the community, like how you hear on when to say when, where he talks about, and even Chicago freestyle, he talks about having all these blessings just to give to others. Hold on, these aren't even dry. I gotta run these for a few more minutes on that. So give me just a second. All right, cool. Appreciate your patience on that. I'm gonna just leave the chair now for when it's done, but all right. Oh, that's the chair I was sitting down on. Forgive me one more second. Let me go grab that chair. Okay, so I'm back again. Appreciate it. We got like 1 more minute, so I'll talk about God's plan for my younger bro real quick. And so I mean, he even says it on, God's plan, verse 1. I don't want to die for them to miss me. You know what I'm saying? I hate how he feels like, in some cases, like, and a lot of people on top feel like that. The more people are out to get them versus people that are actually, rooting for them, right? And I don't want to put words in the dude's mouth or anything like that. But, off of what I know and like how I've seen him in different beefs and different. Give me just a second, man. Got this. Why is this not closing? Give me just a sec. Got my WA-47 mic thing. All right, there we go. Okay. So, and I mean, you could see it in the 9 contributors on the other side that think, and it's hard not to. It's hard to be outside of somebody's circle and actually think that they're actually paying homage rather than just like, oh, I'm just doing this to get this or that. Me, honestly, it's like I could take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? If I were, let's go look at it both sides. If after today I get recognized for showing homage to him and he decides to work with Léon and Pedal, great, amazing. However, on the other end, it's bigger than that too. As much as I want to give homage, I could do my thing without him too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but I've set it up for myself to where it's like, hey, you've inspired me. I'm gonna give you your flowers, but I got my own bed of flowers over here. You know what I'm saying? I've set up my own life as well. I got my own brand. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I drew the picture the way I did, is because, and even titled the track the same way, because it's like it's one brand talking to another. It's one man talking to a team. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand talking to a brand. You know what I'm saying? But it's one man talking to another. Like OVO wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for Drake. I mean, not to mention the whole team, but I mean, it's based off of him. So I could understand how there might be animosity or some questions on, like, again, my motives for going this deep, but it's like, you could go from anybody I grew up with. I mean, honestly, whether you want to go to them or not, or anyone does, I mean, if they want to lie, that's up to them. But ask my Avid class. There's a lot of people that could speak for me in terms of how much I love dude, even my exes. So, you could background check me for days. I mean, even in some of his records, it's we pulled your card and found out you're a Hallmark. You know what I'm saying? Anyone. I've set it up so anyone. It doesn't matter if you're an elite. It doesn't matter if you're on the street. You could go ahead and type in layonandpedal.com. You could look up my social 521959664, and you could see exactly who you're talking to. You could ask about me, and I own good, bad, or indifferent, what I've done up until this point. And it's been a monumental story. And like after today, it's like I still have people I got to give homage to. I mean, I don't think that's going to stop, but I'm my favorite artist. I'm my favorite, DJ. I'm my favorite superhero at the end of the day. But I have to give homage to those that came before me. That's something I have to do. That's the right thing to do, right? So that's just me. So, all right, we're on the second portion of the segment here. So what we're gonna do now is get into like the definitive songs that really. And before I forget, let Let me pull up comeback season because I said I was going to talk about it in my video from earlier. And I also got to pull up views too. Because the flip is crazy. Give me when he flips the 6 and he says it's a 9 now, I think that's where they flip the beat. Yeah, so 9, the track 9, which is track off of views. The comeback season, if you were to listen to track 22, so track 22, you have track 22 on comeback season, and I'll tap that in there, which is called it's the end of Missing You. It's the Missing You remix with featuring Trey Songz. Check that out. And then you go ahead and listen to 9 by Drake. You'll hear what I'm talking about. You'll hear the sample in the background of the first track of Missing You towards the end, where they're playing around and Drake's just talking. And number 9 on views, you'll hear where the sample comes from. Where it's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Because in the end of Missing You with Trey Songz, it's like, I think it goes like, it's just a little quicker. It's like, yeah. And then they took that and flipped that in 9. And I caught that today. I was like, this sounds real familiar. And it's just cool. Like, and I've heard another example real quick is J. Cole's No Role Models, which is it samples Major Laser's Get Free. And J. Cole did a free version where he produced the beat and you know, he did it for free, and then later on he used that. They used that as influence on that. So yeah. So I just wanted to talk about that. All right, let's get into more of the definitive tracks, I'd say, that defined my growth growing up. So we have Room for Improvement here, and Pianist Hands. Drake plays piano. I don't know if he still does, but it's definitely showing that he plays piano in Room for Improvement. For So Far Gone, I know the outro track, there's another pianist, I believe, that plays piano. But you have the UPA outro that, you know, is basically him playing piano. And then like towards the end, he messes up on purpose. And I think that's pretty powerful. I'm just, give me a second. I gotta update I guess I only could go 60 minutes in Instagram right now. So please forgive me on that. I apologize. Lay on the pedal. Give me just a second. I appreciate your patience on that. Day the 6th. OVO. Happy birthday. And then that's part 2. So let me go part 2. And let's see. I don't know if it'll let me fit that. Yeah, I'll just do that like that, and then I'll add something later on. And let me just go back live again. Let me see. So it's got a post. So it's not going to let me go live again for a minute, I don't think. Or I'll try to do it while it's posting here. Give me just a sec. This is annoying. I wish I could just. All right, here we go. Go back live on Instagram real quick. All right, cool. I'm back on that. Appreciate it. So yeah, we'll keep talking. So yeah, so that's something that stands out for me personally. Let's see what else here. So Special with Voice is another standout track. Do What You Do. I mean, there's a lot of tracks, but I know what we're talking about right now is like standout tracks, like what right now. Like I'll go through his whole catalog real quick and tell you like which tracks really did it for me. You know what I'm saying? Do What You Do. I think City Is Mine came a little bit later. Let's see. What's going? Right. Video Girl was definitely another one. Bad Meaning Bad eventually. That came about later. Come Winter was like that came later. Extra Special is another one. About the Game, I wasn't feeling too much. All This Love is another solid one. And I think I'll just go off the top here. Scorpio's My Stress. Try Harder hit me personally, and then Kick Push remix with Lupe Fiasco. Like I said in the morning, I just wish they collabed more. I just feel like they're both from the same era of time. And I mean, he even said it in I think 5 a.m. in Toronto, where he's like, it's crazy when you think I blew up after Lupe. And you know, Lupe, I don't have to really talk about Lupe too much, like dude's nuts. And but he held his own on Kick Push. That's a beautiful track. Damn, I got water on the screen. But let me go into something like Special. Special was cool. I like what he was saying in that. So let's pull up the lyrics for Special by Drake. So I could give you some examples here. It's just I got a lot to cover in like 38 minutes. So I didn't know that was produced by Pharrell. Excuse me. I'm both from the get-go, go buy the title of Drake, and treating me like the rest is a vital mistake. And just the flow, all right. You already have like it's multi-syllable patterns. And I'm hoping that nobody else as special as you. When I say I've been disappointed, I'm addressing a few. I finesse and then I groove, you know. And especially the line he's like, while most of the 8s to 9s in my past, and I'll get a rating that's less than a 2. Like, no disrespect, but I just came to that realization later. Like, what I considered hot back in the day, it was, let's be honest, I was desperate. You know what I'm saying? I was in a vulnerable place. It's not to talk bad on any chicks or anything like that, but in terms of compatibility, if we're gonna go rating in terms of compatibility, I was definitely in a position where I settled for a lot more than I should have. And, you know, so I mean, just going to those type of things. And I mean, he was just real. He cut it with you on like who he was messing with, where he's at now. And like, I could relate to that. And you know, I feel Voice took care of the hook on that. You know, you can't just love me like they do. You know, and then you hear Drake, you know, doing his thing in the background. And honestly, I'll talk about it a little bit. It's unfortunate him and Voice fell out. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. But you know, it's special, you know, you got to be special. And it's like, that's why I'm with, you know, and despite me being solo polyamorous, like You know, that's why I'm with who I'm with right now. And regardless whether it lasts forever or not, you know, I like to say if I'm with you, I see something inside you. You know what I'm saying? I see something about who you are, and that gets me going. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's go to the next one here. City is Mine is another one. I was listening to it this morning, so not by Jay, but by Jay. And again, I'm really just gonna go through the list, and I'll get to more definitive tracks. Like I'm just kind of going what I like, but I mean, what really defined Drake for me, most of it was in the and I'll talk about it now, honestly. Um, the remix I did for his birthday. And that's we'll go listen to that. Whoever wants to do that on Instagram. It's on Instagram. I've uploaded it. But yeah, I'd say the main tracks that did it for me, that defined me towards him, is on there. However, that I couldn't fit everything on there. And I mean, I talked about it yesterday, but it's impossible. It's impossible for me to do that. So, about City is Mine, he channels his South influence, and he does that a lot because he grew up. His father believed, like he said in this line, Memphis is the reason that my rhyme. Because he grew up in the South a lot, so of course you're gonna have Southern influence growing up in the South. I mean, I got roots in Louisiana. You feel me? So I mean, I'm a culmination of a lot of different inspirations, but I'm Creole, so definitely got some Southern influence in me just off rip. But he always brings it back home to Toronto too. For me, I bring it back home to Aurora, right? Aurora Borealis 777. I bring it home to that. A lot of other people bring it to that. So I feel like for example, I'm not going to say her name, but she's not from here. She came here, she grew up here, and then she bashed here all of her life. She's like, I don't want to be in Colorado. I don't want to be in you won't hear me say I don't want to stay in Colorado because there's a lot more to see. But I'm never going to bash Colorado and say that's not my home. You know what I'm saying? That's not where I'm from. I'll never bash Aurora. I get mad when other people bash Aurora. It's like, I'm from Aurora. You know what I'm saying? And to diss Aurora is dissing me. To diss Aurora is dissing all the other stories that have come from Aurora, whether you're playing or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect. It has its stories. It's not perfect, but I'm from there. You feel me? So it's rare to see some people rep where they're from and stick to it versus dissing that. So to move on, bad meaning bad, bad meaning good. I mean, the idea of, how kind of girls chase the bad boy and even bad girls, but, just in stereotypical behavior, we're going to talk about, girls chasing bad boys. I mean, even guys chasing bad girls, you know what I'm saying? Like you hear the phrase like, she's bad, you know what I'm saying? That basically sums it up. I think Thrill Is Gone is another good one too. Video Girl, I felt that because I mean, you hear it about a lot of different artists talking about, how video girls go from one artist to the other. They're there, they're in the video and of whoever the artist is, and they're trying to come up, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if that's all you're doing, then you don't really have an identity. And he says towards the end of the song, I'm talking to my strong Black independent woman, single doing their thing. You're beautiful without popping your booty in another person's video. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Extra special, it continues regular special, but you're special, girl. Don't leave me, baby. Finding another like you won't be easy, baby. So make sure we're the ones that promise me if you leave, you're gonna come back. That type of thing. About the game, that was slick. I wish him and Trey worked more together. I don't know what happened with that. But me growing up on Drake stuff, I admired a lot of their collaborations together. And the last one I think was in 2010. I feel like that's when they collabed on Trey's project. So I'm unsure what happened there. Let's see here. All the love, I beat that to death because all I wanted growing up was somebody to love me the way I was loving them. And I mean, even now, and I mean, that's me at the end of the day, right? That's me at the end of the day, that I give myself the love that I'm seeking. And I work on that before I can judge somebody else. I'm like, oh, you're not loving me as hard as I'm loving you, which might be or might not be the case because it's subjective. I mean, we all have different love languages, right? But if I should love myself the way I seek first, you know, and I could give that out. But if I'm not giving it to myself, then what am I doing? So, but the whole notion of the song For All This Love is, you know, I got all this love to give you. You know what I'm saying? Is you worth it? You know, and go deeper into that. But again, I got a lot of content to go through in 40 minutes. So welcome back, bro. I'm kind of flying through. I got a lot of content to talk about. So we're just talking about some pivotal tracks. Honestly, on your end, you probably should listen to more Drake, bro, in my opinion. Those 3 songs are dope, but you won't really know who Drake is until you go back. That's an OG, bro. Like, a lot of people have looked up to him, and he's worldwide. So definitely that's my recommendation is you should go back to Room for Improvement, and that's therapy. Like, go from there and move up. Even if you like just scan through. I mean, that's how I started for Room for Improvement anyway. I scanned through, and then like I could listen to it front to back. So comeback season, like I said, man, I printed out a piece of paper. You could ask my pops. I had it on the wall. I had it on the wall with all the track lyrics of, the track names. And I had like seasons. People that had my Facebook back in the day, I had seasons. I had, go figure, but I had tracks. Like, for example, I had the comeback season for a while, Closer to My Dreams for a while before it's just called Closer, but on YouTube it's called Closer to My Dreams. I had the presentation, I had intro, I had Going In for Life. I think I give you, excuse me. I think I had The Last Hope. But the whole tape, man, I gotta say the whole tape. I just gotta say the whole tape. Not to bag on Room for Improvement. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? But comeback season for me was what stuck really hard for me. It's the same for So Far Gone. And I really resonated with intro, where it's like you're pushed into a corner and it's like, I don't have a choice. Like, for me, I don't have a choice anymore but to do what I love doing, which is my brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no choice because I put myself in such a box, in such a position where it's like, this is all I got. Like, this is really all I have. I'm going on this streak to rebirth 2020. I mean, and if it ain't that, at least I know. You know what I'm saying? At least I know. But I'm with this into death. I didn't change my name. I didn't rebrand myself for nothing. You know, and I got people to feed. I got mouths to feed. Myself, I'm a mouth. You know, I got that to take care of and other things of that nature. So I definitely resonate with the intro. Like, I don't got another choice. Like, what you got, and then talks about the comeback. So I guess this is like a reviews and testing thing too. Well, it's my whole brand. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got nothing but love for this dude. But the presentation, there's a reason why that's in the cut. But the part 2 is cool too. You know what I'm saying? But really, part 1, I miss cake these days. I can't even afford a mistake these days. Like, I feel that. It's game 7 for a lot of people right now. Closer to My Dreams, Mr. Big Dreams. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, too many rappers, not enough shows, too many females and not enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just quotables throughout the whole thing. Replacement Girl, I recommend Make Some Noise. That's like a remix that somebody else made. Give me just a second here. Not to take away from Replacement Girl. There's a lot of different remixes that DJs have done. Drake's verse on Replacement Girl. Like it's at a lot of different places. Both of his verses are good. Let me show you what it is. I was birthed up top when I raised to the bottom of the map with the girls out thick, and how this rap. If you looking for the good, then you got it in the shot. Like took it from white sneaks. This metaphor might sound a little confusing, but like. But Body Hits Production Group made a remix of the track called "Make Some Noise," and I bumped that hardcore. It's a really good remix of Replacement Girl, and I highly recommend you check it out. It does the original justice, and it's a great remix. Hey, thanks, little bro. Hey, you do what you want to do. I just feel like, to really understand how great Drake is, you got to go back from the beginning. And I mean, I did it today. I started on Room for Improvement, and then just, you could go to DAP HIF, go through, Comeback Season, go through. And then So Far Gone, since it's now commercially available everywhere, has been taken down. So you'll need some type of streaming service, which it sounds like you have. I mean, YouTube Music will let you go through it. You just got to listen to ads. And if you don't have premium, you'll have to keep your screen open. For Barry Bonds, he ripped that apart. The whole line about the braids, I don't know, I can't say it, but even Trey got rid of his braids, and I noticed a lot of people got rid of their cornrows after that. I used to have cornrows back in the day, I used to have braids myself, but I mean, dude tore that up, and that's Kanye's song originally. And Going In for Life, that's another one. Cash only, transactions only, cash only, transactions only. I don't get those because the feds like to explore those. They can't audit if they don't know about it. I've thought this shit through, thoroughly. I thought it through. You know what to do. He goes hard. Word to now, a lot of people, RIP Jay Dilla, a lot of people judge Drake because he hopped on the Jay Dilla beat. If you don't know who Jay Dilla is, he's a late producer that was really soulful. And you could hear that when you go to Word to Now. Very soulful individual and superb production with Game the Angel early there. And I mean, he received some criticism, especially from the Roots, which shout out Black Thought, no disrespect to the Roots, which they have a song called Can't Stop This. And Where To Now is from Can't Stop This. And with that being said, the subject matter is different. And I don't think Drake was doing what he could do to the beat. He wasn't trying to be the Roots on the instrumental. He wasn't trying to do all that. He was doing him on that beat. You know what I'm saying? Ethiopian girl with your long black hair and that big booty, reading all them pro-black, books, just making sure that you ain't no groupie. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's not there's a lot of quotables, but that's a good one too. Share's good. Give you what I give you, going like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a hot one too. Trey murdered that for his verse. Don't You Have a Man with Dwale and Lil Brother? They went hard. I've been that myself. Don't you have a woman? And I'm sitting there flirting. So I've been on the other end of that too. Number 12, which is crazy. I've been crazy and talked to some crazy women too. The Last Hope, I felt like that and even feel like that. It's not just me. We're all the last hope. Must Hate Money. Honestly, one of the best verses I've heard Drake spit. One of the best, just the way he came in and slayed that stuff. Rich Boy did his thing too. That's the Southern record. And track 14 is the Southern record. Definitely listen to that. Man, oh my gosh. Asthma Team is lit. Do What You Do, featuring Malice of the Clips and Nicholas F. I gotta talk about that. Just the Pusha T and Drake beef gotta stop. Y'all gotta chill. For real. Y'all gotta chill. All the crazy beefs need to chill. I feel like a lot of people that talk about Drake beefs don't know anything about Good Night or Good Luck and don't know about Good Riddance. And of course, I know Pusha T, bro, your feature on No Dope on Sundays was superb. So I mess with you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's interesting. And I want to be like, I want to mediate a lot of beefs, man. It's like, and honestly kind of throw myself in the middle. If y'all got a beef, like I definitely want to hop on the track, and because I could see both sides of every situation. I really excel at being able, and again, that's one of my qualities that I feel like a lot of people, when they're mad at me, don't like, is I could see it from your point of shoes, and you might want to be mad at me longer, but you can't unless you like really force yourself to stay mad at me. But if you sit down and talk with me, you're not going to stay mad at me, which is why I feel like a lot of people don't want to sit down and talk with me if they have a problem with me. Because if you were going to sit down and talk with me, you would know that I know where you're coming from. And I'm not just saying that. And especially because you did a song with Malice of the Clips, which is one half of the Clips, Pusha T being the other half. That is respect to you. You know what I'm saying? Indirectly, because why would he do it with a half of Clips and not respect you, Pusha T? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm not going to sit here and condone either side and lines that were said or not said. But at the end of the day, beef is beef. And I was like, Pusha T, at the end of the day, this is somebody, and I'm talking to everybody that thinks Drake is soft. Listen to Good Night and Good Luck and Good Riddance. And also, you know, Stay Scheming. You know what I'm saying? Listen to these disses. And if you don't think that he could really come out of pocket and say something to really sting someone else, y'all tripping. Y'all are tripping. If you don't think Drake's a wordsmith, you're bugging, bro. I'm sorry. Pusha T, you an OG to the streets. Ain't nothing gonna stop that. You know, I was disappointed at how short Daytona was, but it's still a great project. You know what I'm saying? What you've done in the streets can't be unsaid. That can't be stripped. What Drake has done can't be unstripped. Squash the beef. Squash the beef. All right. Easy to Please is a good one. Faded. I like Faded too, because I mean, I get faded. You got Underdog. That's a good one too. On you to throw it on you too. You know, that's lit too. I feel like at this point, both him and Trey Songz were underdogs. Think Good Thoughts featuring Lil Bro. Little Brother is also known as the Foreign Exchange. Shout out to my old barber. I forgot your name, bro. Ajamu. Thank you, bro, for fully putting me on. Foreign Exchange, check them out. But you know, you should listen to the full Think Good Thoughts too. They didn't have it on this mixtape because Drake didn't finish paying Boy Wonder on that. Knife Wonder, excuse me. But the full track is a banger. Definitely listening to that. Teach You a Lesson featuring Robin Thicke. I think that's Robin Thicke's record, but you know, it's a remix. Drake did his thing on that. Something with the Rush Patron. Like I could pull up the lyrics, but like I said, I got a lot to go through. Missing You remix, that's another good one. That's honestly who kind of mixtape game is why I make the remix tapes as a DJ as well as like an artist, because you know, you feel like you really resonate with a song and you want to throw yourself on it. Like, hey, you know, I could do this some justice. And not everybody might think that I did, you know, my remix tapes justice, but, you know, and I respect your opinion, but I really resonated with the track, you know what I'm saying? So here you go. And then I like towards the end, he was saying like, I got my foot in the door, you know, he leads up to Man of the Year with Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? And dude goes hard, you know what I'm saying? I done walked in here. I played that when I was playing Modern Warfare 2. Man, I was listening to Man of the Year like over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stop playing it. Forgive me, I'm trying to put on this like bracelet, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put it on. But it doesn't matter. So let's keep going. We'll go to So Far Gone next. Music. As you can see here, I mean, you can flip the screen, but I'll flip it on live. But as you can see, Drake's #1. So that's so you know I'm not bullshitting. But yeah, let's go ahead and so we click on Drake and click on So Far Gone. And some of my favorites on here. You good, little bro? Yeah. They're definitely keep enjoying his stuff, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. For So Far Gone, it front to back, I listened to that right before I came on. Basically, I listened to Congratulations with Drake. I want to, the next time I listen to Congratulations, I'd like it to be with you in your camp, you know, with all due respect. Unless I get a definitive like, nah, we good, G. Then I mean, it is what it is, and I'll listen to it by myself, you know, with a glass of wine or something like that. Which I mean, I want to get the glass of wine later on anyway. But I mean, you can check this whole live out and see I'm about it, bro. All right, Lust for Life. When am I even here? You know, and then he talks about I'm fresher than the pillow with the mint on it. You know what I'm saying? Like just the wordplay. To hear his growth, because I mean, you go from the Room for Improvement, where he wasn't truly confident with his singing voice yet, and he did his first track singing on Comeback Season, where he was playing with it, and it's like now, like So Far Gone, I feel like it's where everything came together. It started to come together for him, where his versatility as an artist and as a writer came together. I remember the regular mixtape having more songs. I think it had like 19, if not 20. I feel like there's something missing there. I don't know which one that is yet, but it comes together. You hear all the different styles, and I mean, you know, song "Who's the Land of Vegas," you know what I'm saying, and that's 3 different areas. But you have the sound, and I feel like 40's grown too. And I feel like this is like the beginning of a beautiful like fruition where they both have been working. And I mean, you know, Drake talks about him being at the studio and, you know, they're doing their thing. And it's just, I feel like for what they want together and their mesh, their you know, how the mesh on a track really comes to fruition on this tape. I feel like you have so many different influences. You have like the Southern, some of the Southern influence we're gonna go with is November 18th. That's a chop and screw track. I mean, with Lil Wayne in general, just Lil Wayne is Southern. That's a huge Southern influence. So just being associated and signed by him, you're gonna have to have like some type of Southern influence. It's just what's gonna happen. But some of the tracks right now, you know, November 18th is a good chop and screw track. You have Uptown, that's a Southern track. What else? Who's the Land of Vegas is like a mixture. Ignorant Shit, that's another one. A Night Off, I want to say has Southern influence. But there's a lot of Southern influence. Then you have the stuff where it's like, let's call the whole thing off. You know what I'm saying? Which one is that? Let's Call It Off. That's a different. Colin Monroe. You got some tracks with Colin Monroe, man. I prefer your Fall for Your Type version over the one with Jamie Foxx. No disrespect to Jamie at all. That man's a legend as well. It's just, you know, your version, your full version, it really resonated with me. And I like when you start your verse, just shoulder on your shoulder. And like when you start your verse, I like that little background. It's like, and you're like, whoa, you know, like that's not on the Jamie Foxx version. I'm like, no. It's the little things, yo. It's the little things. But front to back, this one, like again, when I got put onto you after Degrassi, at Degrassi, and when I got put onto you after that, like just nuts. Successful, I beat that one to death because it was like in high school, man. I felt it a lot, especially the line where you talk about, you know, she cried to me and I cried too. My stomach was soaking wet. She only 5'2". I felt that, you know, and I mean, that's just one of the many quotables. Take my verses too serious. You hate me because I'm the one that painted a vivid picture, no HD. I want it all. That's why I strive for it. Diss me and you'll never hear a reply for it. And I mean, a lot of people really quote that line because I mean, you for a while that was definitive for you. You didn't respond. you know, until like Meek Mill came around and some other individuals, you know, like Joe Budden, Pusha T, like you weren't responding. Common did his thing. And I mean, real quick, for all the people you beefed with, it's like I beefed with too for a second. I stopped listening to, I was bumping Meek Mill. Then when you beefed with him, I was like, well, shit. You know, I was like, you know, that's why I'm glad you won the Aristo beat, and no disrespect to Aristo. But that's why I'm glad you won that, because it was like, well, I don't know who he is, so that's easy. But, you know, being a hardcore fan of yours, your beefs were like my beefs. And it was like, you know, when you got into beefs with people, it's pretty hard. That's why and Meek Mill, like when I heard wins and losses, you know, I started coming back to you, and like I love the record y'all did on Going Bad. You know, that was beautiful to see. Seeing all the kings in that video was really nice. And then you had Joe Budden at that point, like again, like I mentioned on the track, y'all are both my senseis, I feel like. So seeing y'all go back and forth was like exciting for hip hop. It's like a saying with Dragon Ball, how they would go back and forth on that. Oh, you're good. Good night, man. Have a great night, bro. Appreciate you. But how y'all went back and forth on that. And it was just like, it's like a saying in Dragon Ball, right? You know, you're excited to fight. It doesn't necessarily mean that like you enjoy like that you two are fighting. Cause it's like how the beef followed was like, hey, I was, you know, on hot new hip hop for a long time. So you had rumors that you and French Montana's, you know, song, there was a shot at you, or you were talking to Joe Budden a lot. And I mean, at this part, Joe Budden was pretty rowdy on Complex and was like, you know, Joe Budden's Joe Budden. That's my dude. Both of y'all are my dudes. Like, I want that to be understood. But, you know, he was saying what he was saying. It got to you. So you did it didn't come out yet, but word got around that he was coming for you on that. So you got ahead of it and making of a murderer. And you like did all this stuff. Like you went hard at Drake. And it wasn't like Afraid hit me hard. Afraid hit me really hard because I was like, oh. And at this point, like I was really hurt, Drake. I was really hurt when I heard the reference track, man. I was like, no, because I went back to Fear and I was like, you said every word you uttered was gonna be yours. And I was like, so I was hurt. I was hurt, like coming up with you since you know, like not the very, very beginning when you started, but I was hurt. And I mean, my heart hurts talking about it. Real talk. I was hurt, you know. I just felt kind of like, you know, because I was defending you hard. And then when that happened, and I mean, I know you referred to it with that joint with Future with Life is Good, where you like caught me slipping once, okay, so what? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, you're human. And then no one could expect you to be the same person that you were back then. For me, I was frustrated because it felt like the person I fell in love with, you know, and not on some homo stuff, you know, I'm straight, like it's hell. You know what I'm saying? This is like brother to brother, you know. Yeah, you know, I just, you know, the person I fell in love with your stuff, man, I just felt hurt, you know, like that it wasn't true, like it was true what they were saying. And I mean, I kind of felt with like with Meek Mill, and I honestly kind of felt for Meek Mill because I felt like I could be incorrect, but he was always on your, like you were always on his records, but he was never on your record. So for me, I was like, why is like, you know, and I mean, R.I.P. Nipsey, and the Killer was a slammer, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted you before he passed to get on a record of his, you know what I'm saying? To kind of, especially because he was in a different spot than that tape. And he was in a different spot, like, you know, where he muscled himself up with the OGs. And I definitely wanted to see that happen before he passed. So, you know, I always see you on, you know, Meek Mill, but for you to be on a feature period is something crazy because you rarely do that. But it's another thing to have an artist featured on your project. I feel like that takes another, you know, and I mean, no disrespect, because I mean, look at J. Cole. I mean, dude muscled it himself. I was like, he did it himself, you know, straight up. So No disrespect on that. Let's see. We have, I mean, best I ever had, like I said, I was on the radio way back when. That's like, you know, that was popping before I even associated you with Jimmy. And I was already feeling it. And then once I knew who you were, I was, of course, bumping that hard. Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you ready. So you don't take it raw. You don't be tripping with your friends to bring Drake along. You know, shoot. The whole banger. A little bit. I'm just a little bit. I felt that. I felt that because I mean, you don't want to tell people you in love and stuff. You try to take that slow. Unstoppable. I am a bit unstoppable. I used to do that all the time. You don't know what I'm saying? Like that stuff went, bro. Uptown, it's a long record, but it's a worth it record. Straight banger, Southern influence. Like, I love the way he said UGK and Young Money, like huge stamp. That was a huge stamp. Sooner Than Later, of course, I put that on the remix tape. Bria's Interlude was real dope because you hung with Omarion. Omarion's definitely very talented, and you know, it just kind of goes with the whole, you know, you being emotional, and you know, I'm emotional with you on that. I already did it earlier, but I see you, my brother. You got The Calm. I listened to that a lot growing up, as well as when I was dating my ex. And like I was scared to tell her about, you know, a lot of the stuff I went through in my past, like, you know, animal abuse and stuff. I was listening to that the whole way on repeat from the morning to before I got to her place, because I was like, especially the line where you're like, you know, 40 mama always say, don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness, you know, so forgive me. And I had to use that to keep being strong. Like, you don't realize how much your music did for me, man. Man, it really got me through. It really got me through. You got the outro, which is the piano for Chili Gonzalez. I believe he played the Chili Gonzalez. I think he played piano on that. Let me see. Yeah, Grammy-winning pianist. And it's like, I thought, for a minute, I thought it was you that you continued your piano sessions from Room for Improvement, but you know, it's still a callback to that, in my opinion. I could be incorrect for you doing that. Brand New, I really bumped that because I was like, is anything I'm doing brand new? I was like, I felt that with other girls. I was like, yo, like, you've already been with a few of them. Like, the ex I was in high school with, not the one I went to prom with, she was already with a lot of people. And like, I was trying to learn how to kiss and things like that. And I was trying to learn how to do what I needed to do. And I played that a lot because I was like, well, you've already been with a lot of people. I haven't been with a whole lot of people. So it's like, I played that. Congratulations again. One of my favorite records. I envisioned when I was younger, if I was going to go for the NFL or NBA, like me getting drafted, was that I was going to play that. You know, that was my song, and still is, you know, in the sense of, I played it today before I started these live streams of like, yo, this is really dope. And I just it's I can't really put words on it for that record. Like I said, I wanted to be the record when I, you know, if I made it that way. It's the record regardless. And I mean, I made it today. I've always made it, but I mean, I played it for myself today. And like I said, I'd like to listen to it next time with your click. But you know, if it's no, it's no. You know, it is what it is. I just want you to know what you've done for me. It doesn't really matter who's watching. I don't care who's watching. I don't care whatever. Like I said, I don't want you to go off this planet without you knowing you did what you did. You feel me? Like, and it touched somebody. So what did I just do? I like this crazy stuff, bro. Come on. This is user error. It's a computer at the end of the day. I wish these albums went in order. Okay, well, let's go to Thank Me Later. Where's Take Care at on YouTube Music? That's weird that it's not on YouTube Music for Take Care. Let's see. Fireworks was I heard a lot of stuff from, and I mean, this is your first album, so of course it's gonna be a different flow from your first 3 mixtapes. I didn't really expect too much in terms of it's the music industry, you know, especially a debut album. It's got to be catered to like what the label wants, as well as you know, I could tell there's definitely you and 40 and the influence that you both continue to roll with, it's still there. But in terms of what the industry wanted, you know, I heard about, you know, Alicia Keys, you have like real definitive features on it. To really carry it through. Like, I mean, not that you need those features, but I mean, they were really defining features, like Alicia Keys being on a record. All I hear is fireworks. Shoot, it's not enough time, man, to go through all your stuff, but I hope to do that again in person with you. But I'm gonna try to fly through it. You got karaoke. I bumped that. This was when I was a freshman in, you know, high school, which again, it resonated with, you know, Jay-Z dropping his project and, you know, Cole starting to blow and all that. The Resistance, powerful track. I bumped that all the time. Half the time I got it right, I probably guessed. I resonate with that a ton. What Am I Afraid Of? This is supposed to be what dreams are made of. A lot of people that I'm unable to hang with always look at me and say, excuse me for misquoting, always look at me and say the same shit. You promised me you'll never change. And it's like, you know, and I look up to Joe Budden on that when he's like, for something to ride to, where he's like, they say that you changed, I tell them you didn't. You know, I look up, I kind of correlated to that as a finish on that. Over, powerful record. I don't care what people say on that. I bumped that hard. The instrumental production's hard. I listen, man. Oh my gosh, I don't know how. I can't tell you how much I beat up these songs, bro. I can't tell you how much I beat up these songs. Show Me a Good Time's another good one. Up All Night, I beat that to death. Fancy, beat that to death. When I was like, again, the same X, when I went to Elish Gardens, I kept bumping that, and I was like, XO girl, I think you said TO girls, let me see your hands. Let me on you with your friends. Yeah, you got it. Everything you're doing real big. Nails done, hair done, everything big. And Cinderella about to lose the glass off her foot. And when I find it is when I find you. And we could do the things we never got the time to. Better late than never, but never late is better. You tell me time is money, but we'll spend it together. I'm down for whatever. You just lead the way. Look at me for dinner. You don't even look at me to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff like that, bro. Shut it down. Beat that to death too. Even when you had the leaked version online, that wasn't even done. Before you even had the Lay You Down version, that's the part 2 of that. You know, I was bumping that then. Unforgettable, you went hard with Jeezy on that. You know what I'm saying? Light Up. You and I love the remix with Lil Wayne on that when he was locked up. You held it down, which goes into Miss Me. You know what I'm saying? Leezy and shout out Lil Wayne for, you know, signing you, bro. Like, I mean, who knows where you'd be without it? And I mean, I love you, give respect to him, and y'all are homies for that. Like, that's dope. But Miss Me, I beat that to death. CeCe's interlude. Whoa, that like stuff is hard, man. Find Your Love. I beat that to death when I was in my feelings. Thank me now. You can thank me now, and my goodness, you're welcome. You're welcome. At this point, me is who I am trying to save myself from. And then you talk about, I think that I could help them get back to where they fell from. You know, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Do people know who they talking to, bro? Oh my gosh. Let's pull up Take Care. I gotta Take Care was another one. That's for the ex I went to prom with, and like I waited till I was with her for the first time to listen to it. Like that's where I was at with your projects, was like, I'm not, if I can avoid it, I'm not gonna listen to any song. Unfortunately, you know, with KL 1075 and everything, I had to hear headlines. I had to hear Make Me Proud, you know, like unfortunately I couldn't run away from that. I was pissed, but you know, it is what it is. Front to back, beautiful album. All right, the controversy about, you know, The Weeknd giving was shout out OVO XO, Stop the Beat. I know you talked about it in War, as well as there's a couple other records where you say y'all are good now, but I know there's a lot of, and I mean, I was kind of beefing with him too, to be honest, like when he broke up from you. For a minute, it took me a while to get back on him like that. Like, you know, it's just, and I want people to understand that's what happens when people Sean just messaged me. Cool, excuse me. But that's what happens, bro, when you know, you got somebody that really heavily influences you. And I mean, the youth are impressionable, so especially who you like, you see them going at it with somebody else, you know, that's going to really play into the factor of, you know, who you like and who you don't. And I mean, for me, it took me a while to like disassociate you from like other artists. Just because you beef with another artist doesn't mean I have to. And I mean, in general, I had to learn that, you know, for people that I'm with, you know, just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean I have to not like them too. And with that being said, you know, like this album was beautiful regardless. And I mean, I see what's happening in Party Next Door. A lot of people call it the OVO sweatshop, which I mean, bro, I just feel like it's hard when you're signed to a major to do what you've done, Drake. I was like, do different cultures and to make a hit out of each culture and to put people on and to give credit to those. You've given credit with your samples as well as your collaborations to other. Anyone that says you don't give credit to the people that came before you, they're tripping. They don't know about your stuff. They don't know about your craft, because just sampling is an ode to respect. I feel like that's misunderstood in the game. Sure, some people will do it because it sounds cool, but if you sample something, generally you're influenced by it. If you directly sample something, you know what I'm saying, as an artist and as a DJ, if you remix something, if you sample something, you feeling passionate about it. So that, along with you actually going in different cultures and you going in different backgrounds and not being scared to do what you do, there's some stuff that just like a lot of people don't know how dark the music industry is. And it's like, for you to stay light and still, you know, doing what you can and put people on, it's like you had your own way to put people on. And it's like you just needed people to trust you to do that for them. And like once that's taken care of, like you're a staple in the game now, which is why I understand why you're keeping away, like you said in Popstar, playing Keep Away, like you're saying in other stuff. I went off in Instagram Live, so my bad. So shout out homie Dejan Bowser, homie. You know, I got love for you for ending my life on Instagram. But I mean, people should be going to YouTube anyway. But you know, in the video, I'll share next. You know, I'm gonna just start at part two because I don't have the time to really. I want to keep this going. All right, cool. And I guess I'm gonna just throw the link in there. Forget it. For Instagram, I'm gonna put it in there. I could, if y'all want to listen to it, I'm gonna just post the link. But it's of what I did for his birthday. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I feel about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know, it's you know, like, so I'll post that on the YouTube. Check that out when you can. But that's Drake's birthday present from me. I mean, I could have responded to you on, I forgot I could respond to you on the computer too. So that's my bad. No disrespect on that. Go back live on here. If you're on the live, bro, I'll answer that question real quick. Lay on the pedal. It's striving to move forward, you know, give me just a second. It's moving forward and it's striving to lay on the pedal to your dreams. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. That's where it came from. And that's where Dr. Léon came from, lay on the pedal. I don't know if you're watching that. Answered for you. But it's also a play on Instagram as well. Not Instagram, on me being a race car driver. So it's a multiple meaning type of thing. Lay on the pedal. It's just basically, you know, you got it in that same with the term of phrasing after that. You got enough gas in the tank. Is, you know, I'm gonna just keep my foot on the pedal. It's just to keep going. Like, fight for yourself. Be your own doctor. Fight for yourself. That's what it's about. So long story short, that's what it is, bro. So hopefully you see that. Yeah, but that's my present to Drake, is that that Instagram post. Whoever sees it, you know, I hope it gets to him. I know I tried to put it on YouTube, but UMG blocked it out. Universal Music Group blocked that out, which, I mean, I understand, but you know, like I said, it's getting to the man regardless. You could continue to block it out, and I'm gonna try to send it to his OVO team. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to send it to his OVO team, and whatever. Like, I want the dude to see it because it's for his birthday. It's his own stuff. I'm not trying to take credit for it. I'm a DJ. It's his stuff, you know. Like, but at the end of the day, yes, I remixed it, and yes, I put a verse on it. But it's about him. Like, this is present. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, I get it. But anywho, yeah. So I'm gonna just keep talking, man, until like later on. I'm gonna keep, because I'm, you know, motivated to keep talking. But you know, you and Weekend coming together produce some beautiful stuff. Like, you have The Zone, man. I beat that to death. Like, Over My Dead Body. I mean, really, this whole album from front to back is beautiful. You know, he said, like you said, I killed everybody in the game last year because I was on. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you talk about some girls at the strip club. But I was wrong. No, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my people living tax free. Now it's 6 figures when they tax me. Oh well, you lose some, you win some. As long as the outcome is income. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shot for Me. I play that too, especially. That's kind of an anthem, I feel like, for exes, honestly. You know, Headlines, I listened to that. That was another song I listened to before I started streaming today. Is for you know, like, I know I exaggerated things. Now I gotta like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt because I'm just mobbing like that. You know good and well that you don't want a problem like that. You gonna go around and make me catch a body like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a banger. Crew Love, that was a solid one. I feel like that's one of the tracks the Weeknd gave to this album, which is still dope. I mean, you both did your things on that. You, especially your line where I think I like who I'm becoming. Sometimes I just do it just to do it like it's nothing. Sometimes I'll be like blowing 50K on a vacation just to see the looks on all of their faces. All it took is patience. Like, and that's the type of dude you are. Take care. You, despite you, Rihanna and Chris Brown, that whole situation. I know you've been hurt by someone else. I could tell by the way you carry yourself. If you let me, here's what I'll do. I'll take care of you. And I mean, I resonated with that. I feel like that was all my ex situations, honestly. It was like, we're taking care of each other, whether they admit it or not. We were taking care of each other on that. So I'm trying to go back live on Instagram, but I'm going to just go to YouTube, bro. Go to YouTube. Because my phone's about to, I mean, I could put it on a charger, but it's easier to like respond to people doing it like this anyway. So forgive me. Let me see. So, and the reason why I'm doing this too, so people like, nobody could ever say, man, I'm just doing this for clout and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could say I'm doing this for clout, and because it's like you're gonna hear it from my mouth. I'm not gonna let somebody write an article when they don't know what they're talking about. I'm not gonna let somebody write an article and say like, oh, Léon the Pedal's doing it just because they're in this situation. I'm not gonna talk about my situation. You know what my situation is. And if you don't, I'll answer it another time. I'm not gonna say anything today. I don't want anything. I don't want anything for doing this. I just want you to know that I couldn't be who I am today without you. I couldn't have been who I am today without Michael Jackson and the other people that paved the way. This is flowers, man. That's it. Whether you send them back or not is up to you, like straight up. But I'm not going to have somebody write in an article, well, he released this record and he's doing this. Yes, it's 24 minutes for a reason, for your birthday, 24. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all this stuff and I'm showing you, I'm going down the line in the list to let you know, like, you are who you are for me, man. Like, real talk. And plus, it's easier to kind of take my laptop. But I'm going to take you in the room real quick because, again, the clothes should be dry now. And I just need to switch that over and I could do what I need to do on that. But as you can see, I got a lot more to go, man. I could keep talking. But you got a lot of material, man, and I could go through it all. And I am. Straight up. Let me get these clothes out real quick. I appreciate your patience. But, I mean, this ain't work to me, man. I'm doing what I love doing. I like talking about music, and I love being an artist. And I love seeing other artists do what they know how to do best, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, I'll be right back. So, I mean, honestly, I don't got a lot of people rolling with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you in the room with me and just do the laundry real quick. Forgive me on that, but it's like, I don't really need I could talk about you with this anywhere. I don't have to do it at a table. So before I like really turn up for your birthday, I just need to do this first. I'm about to let you out, but if you jump on this dryer again, you know where you're going. So use your time wisely, please. Okay. Okay. Appreciate your patience. We're gonna head to the bedroom real quick. Appreciate you. We're gonna keep talking about it. Let me see how much juice I got. All right. So let's keep talking about, hold on, let me just hang this up real quick. All right. I'm back. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to put you, let's see. Excuse me, love. I got to move your microscope out the way a little bit. Not too much. I'm going to try to just move your plant a little bit too. Forgive me in advance. All right. Okay. So we have Marvin's Room. Oh, before you even dropped Take Care, I was bumping Marvin's Room hardcore. I think the heat's on right now. Okay. But yeah, I was bumping Marvin's Room because you released certain tracks before they were gonna come out. And I was playing Marvin's Room again, front to back. And I when I waited for the album, I was surprised that I consider that and Buried Alive interlude the same track just because of how it was mixed. But hold on, I'm gonna just do all that at the same time. But yeah, just the follow-up was beautiful. I already loved Marvin's Garden. And I mean, I think that's when I was playing Infamous for the first time. And I heard, and a lot of y'all gotta understand, man, for Drake's a lot of my childhood. I mean, I started on Dude with Degrassi in 06 and I was 12. I'm 25. So I was like, that's 13 years, man. So of course. I mean, that's a no-brainer, man. Of course. Anywho, so we got and I'm just, I mean, all I gotta say about this, give me just a second. Oh. My cat just she messed all over herself. She's got poop on herself. So give me just I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick, but yeah, she's got poop on all over herself. So give me a break. I'm gonna go ahead and put a break in there. I'll put a small intermission and I'll put that on YouTube as well. Yeah, she's got stuff everywhere. So let me but yeah, intermission real quick. Cat issues. Give me just a second. Shoot, I'm gonna have to probably break down these clothes too, because it's most likely like somebody just hit me up on something. Let's see. But yeah, give me just a second. I'm gonna have to probably take this off because it's probably gonna get kind of rowdy because it's all over her rear. So I'm not gonna be able to not mess this stuff up while I'm doing this. So I'll be back in about, I mean, it's kind of the rest of the night anyway, right? So please, I mean, you're probably already taking a break anyway, but please go watch some stuff. Go to the bathroom or whatnot. I'll definitely continue this. I'm gonna put this on a charger and I'm gonna let it sit here. And I'm gonna just put it on mute for the time being. If I could can I even mute this here? I don't know if I can. Let's see. I don't see an option to mute it here. Stream viewing. Yeah. Here. I'm gonna just say go to YouTube on for now. I'll end the live stream on Facebook and then just stick with me on YouTube, okay? I'll be right back. All right, y'all. All right, YouTube. I'll put you on mute. I'll be right back, okay? I'm still on intermission. I just have to break. I gotta get out of everything because I gotta take her. She doesn't like the bathtub, and I know a lot of cats don't like water, but it's like it's everywhere on her, and I'm gonna have to like get kind of dirty with it, even though I just took a shower. But it's like I know she ain't gonna feel it, but you know I have to do what I have to do. Where are my basketball shorts at? Okay. All right, team. I'm gonna go ahead and just silence it. I'll be right back, and then we could continue the conversation. Wanted to stay dressed up for the rest of the night, but I mean, since I'm already out, I don't know if I'm gonna get dressed like that again. But um, yeah, let me go help her out. All right, appreciate you. All right, YouTube. I'm gonna have to call it quits real quick. She's scared of herself, like she pooped and threw up everywhere. It's hard to clean her up at the same time. I might have to call her mom, Alyssa, try to work that out. But she's like scared. It's like a crazy situation. So as much as I want to stay live, Drake, I'll probably get on a little bit later if I can, but I definitely want to finish this up tonight if I can. But at the end of the day, in case like, you know, she got to go to the vet or something, I appreciate you. Like your whole discography has helped me out, saved my life. You know, please enjoy your birthday present. I got to handle business, but you know, all right. Appreciate you. Got love for you. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. I got to check out a little early. I might come back a little later, just depending on the situation. All right. Appreciate you.